Slovakian fans out in force, as are the Belgian fans, hoping to see the home team pick up a win and book their ticket to this year's FIBA EuroBasket competition. And those are the games happening at these EuroBasket qualifiers. We know it's window three, Group C, Latvia, Spain, obviously going off against each other. And there it is, 4-0 for Latvia. They are currently first in the group. Doesn't matter, they had qualified because they are co-hosting this summer's FIBA EuroBasket. And Spain in third, Belgium in second, but that could flip if Slovakia are able to pull off their first win of this competition. And boy, do they need that win desperately, as they are 0-4 in Group C during these qualifiers. And well, if you're a Spanish basketball fan or a Slovakian basketball fan, you are going to remember what happened back in November between that game. Slovakia playing at home, double overtime win for Spain. It was at the end of that first overtime where they thought they had it. And well, if you watch Spanish basketball, you know you can never count that team out. And the Hail Mary shot to tie it sends it into second overtime. And Slovakia, well, it was costly. It was very, very costly, as we saw the lineup here for Slovakia. And now we have the Belgium team's presentation. And well, you're gonna need some big performances for Slovakia. You're gonna need big scoring performances, because not only do they need to win to keep their EuroBasket hopes alive, but they need to win by 14 points or more, at least today. Then they gotta go ahead, play on Sunday. We know that they're gonna be playing Latvia on Sunday. They're gonna need to come up with a win and see what happens in the Belgium and Spain game as well, for their hopes to make it to their first ever EuroBasket. Well, they're slipping, but we got 40 minutes of basketball. You've heard about the miracle on ice. Could this possibly be the miracle on the hardwood? We'll find out, as Belgium, well, they put together a young roster with some experiences as well. Obviously there, Sohan, we're going to be talking about him a lot, as he always steps up. We will take a quick moment for the playing of the national anthems. Well, the playings of both national anthems and now the gift exchanges by the coaches and the players. Obviously, a lot of respect there from the two head coaches of both of these teams. And quickly coming up, we will also see the third team on the floor tonight. The referees who are calling this game, and there they are: Maria Sulin from Romania, Alexandre Demin from France, and Can Mafisu from Turkey have been called upon to comment this game here in Charleroi, Belgium. And, well, I talked about it quickly because we're gonna get to see the starting lineups for both these teams. And you are gonna need some big time production offensively from your starters, but for me, it's gonna come down to, can the bench produce points as well if you are Slovakia, because you know you have to win this game by 15 points. 14 points would just be a little too less. 15, they've given them a chance to breathe. And right now it's, well, if you pushed the reigning champions back in November, the reigning EuroBasket champions back in November, why can you not do that here against Belgium? That being said, it's almost a sold out crowd here tonight. And you know, they know what's at stake. A win or a loss. Between 1 and 14, Belgium are going to be playing in this year's EuroBasket, and there are the starters. So no surprise, Mario Ehring, great point guard, one of the top assist getters in these windows so far. Brodiansky needs to have a big, big performance, as he already is their leading scorer. And, well, Aramis Naglic, does he have what it takes to get this team over the hump and maybe qualify for their first ever EuroBasket? Oh, not if the men in white have anything to say about it, as we'll take a quick look at their starting lineup coming up shortly. And nice to see some of their players back representing their country. And the first one we're going to talk about a lot. He was there in one of the windows, hasn't participated in all of them. And you always love seeing him play with Belgium across his chest, and that's him right there, number 4, Manu Lecomte. Obviously, we have Jean-Marc Muema, Ishmael Bako protecting the rim, De Reeder, and, well, Obasohan, one of the most veteran players on this team. And I talked about Slovakia being a young team. Belgium is also a very young team, as there you have it, the head coach, Dario Gerja, for Belgium, trying to get them back to this year's EuroBasket. And there we have it, the Tissot countdown clock. We're a minute away from tip-off, as both teams have gone back to their benches for some last-minute, I want to say, advice, maybe a couple systems, what they're going to run early in the game, and go over what they need to do to try and get a win tonight. Belgium, if they win or if they lose, depending on the point spread, will have qualified, and it will be a party in Charleroi. Slovakia trying to keep their hopes alive. They need to get a win, and they need to get a big win. And we are moments away from tip-off.
Belgium versus Slovakia.
Well, smiles with the referees to start the game. As both teams coming to the court, we are moments away from tip-off. And good evening and welcome to Charleroi, Belgium, where Belgium are taking on the visitors from Slovakia here. Group C action, window number 3. First game for both these teams in window number 3. Belgium winning the first contest as they won the jump ball in this situation. Start of the game, they kick it back out. Oba Sohan, three-point shot, no good. Big man there trying to come up with the offensive rebound, and he doesn't. Good box out. And now Slovakia with an opportunity to have their first shot of the game. Kick it back. Oh, nice roll and dunk by the big man. And well, I said, it's nice having number 15 back in a Slovakian jersey, as he has not appeared for them in these windows for this EuroBasket qualifications. Obviously, he has represented his country many times in the past, and they knew they needed to call on him, and that is what they have done, as he also pulls down a rebound. And Slovakia now get all the way to the basket, and it doesn't go in, but a foul is going to be called. So great attack and speed off of that defensive rebound, and Belgium just not ready to defend. So free throw attempts coming up here for the first time in this game. And, oh, nice little quick three-point lead. Opportunity for a 4-point lead to start this game. As there you see the Slovakian fans behind the basket of Slovakia in this first half, as they know what is on the line, and they have made their way to Belgium to cheer on their team. Backo sets the screen, he rolls, and not able to get that dunk to go, but he does get the foul. So a great pick and roll from Oba Sohan to Backo. And as the great late Mr. Walton would have said, throw it down, big man. Might have been a three-point play. Now he goes 0 for 1 on that first attempt, as he has the first points for Belgium here tonight. And remember, the number is Slovakia needs to win by 15 or more to give themselves a chance. And well, if I know it, if you know it, if the fans know it, of course the teams, coaches, and the players know exactly statistically what needs to be done. And, well, a little bit of trouble handling the pick and roll early from Belgium. As, well, let's talk about Boris Bojanovski, who has not played in the previous 2 windows for them. And big man, 30 years old, is a veteran for this team. Just over 2 meters, 13 centimeters, so if it works, don't change anything. As Slovakia pick up their second foul. Oba Sohan finds the shooter. Shooters let it fly. That shot no good though. A couple three-point attempts not falling for Belgium early in this game. Slovakia now trying to take a little bit of patience here, setting up their offense, and if it works, you go back to it. This time he kicks it out, and nice penetration off of the closeout. And no help side defense there coming. Brodzianski, he is gonna have a big, big game for them. He has to. Averaged 17 points. He's played in all the 4 previous games. And what you like is, you know, the other veteran for the Slovakian team, he says, you know what, go inside to Bojanovski first. Then, when they cover him, let's kick it out to me and see what I can create, and that's exactly what he did right here. You know he's going to put up double digits. One, he has to put up double digits for this team, but he also now has a little bit of scoring threat, which is, I think, going to open him up even more to have a bigger game. Well, on the flip side, though, that's already the third team foul for Slovakia early in this quarter, so they're going to have to take care defensively, because you don't want to see scorers pick up fouls and have to go to the bench, and you also don't want to put Belgium on the free throw line. As, well, their only points have actually come to the free throw line. Fortunately for them, or fortunately I should say for Slovakia, they're just two of four, excuse me, from the line. And hook shot is good. Well, last basket from the perimeter drive. That one, little hook shot and a nice steal here. And they don't quite have numbers, as Belgium does a pretty good job getting back. So now they're just going to set up their offense, which has been efficient for them early. 10 points already, as Retin Obasohan is going to be called for that foul. So defense leading to offense, and it's only the second team foul for Belgium, as some substitutions happening. And you saw Jonas Delelieu checking into the game for Belgium. First substitution of the game for either team. And again, nice pick, nice roll, good patience, no good that time. Comes up with his offensive rebound, and it was good. No backcourt, I should say, call, as the referee was right there. How about that unselfish passing? Fortunately, shot well off the mark. Skip pass, Jean-Marc Mwamba, no good. And another three-point shot for Belgium, as really, well, they're 0 of 4 from the field, but they're also 0 of 4 from three-point range. And while they've gone to the free throw line 4 times already, but maybe settling a little bit too much for outside shots instead of trying to get to the basket. As Lecomte, well, that 2-point shot, front rim, no good, as they get the rebound. Shake and bake, another 3-point shot attempt, and that one was short as well. And great run. And no surprise, I think we're gonna have a Belgium timeout, as no one there got back on defense. And I cannot imagine Coach Gerja being too happy with how his team has come out. So let's listen in.
Like we play first time. All transition. Hey, if I make transition foul here on the 3-point line, not on the left. Pick and roll. Towards single side. But we need to have a last man involved. He's going to contest shot. If he's going with that, we need to meet the big hit. This guy broke between two. They go under on us constantly. On the first pick, please, when he's dead, under, risky, and hey, you're not sure they're going to release the ball and attack. We need to move the ball. We have 7 threes taken, and we don't play defense. Ball side first, like it. 1, 2, 3.
Mesdames et messieurs, maximum de bruit pour reaction.
Well, let's see if that timeout is going to motivate this Belgium team, as Slovakia have jumped out to a 10-point lead with still 5:45 left in the first quarter. Manu Lecomte gives it up, it gets it back, as Bako sets the screen. Obasohan gives it up. Mwema And that shot, no good. They come up with the rebound though. So few offensive rebounds already for this Belgium team, giving them second chances to score. Fortunately, they haven't scored. Shot clock winding down. We have a shooter in the corner, and the first made three-point basket is going to come from Jean-Marc Mwema. And, well, you want to say that they desperately needed that, but it's still so early in the game. And nice patience off of an offensive rebound. And that pass tipped out of bounds, so it will stay Slovakia ball on the baseline. And just when you think shot clock might expire before it gets off, oh, how about that? Watching the highlights from the last play where we didn't even see that inbounds action. Slovakia with their first made three-point basket as well. Backo, spin move, and gets his little hook shot off. So good job attacking the basket. And again, Slovakia with those 3 early fouls. They already have 14 fouls, so defensively maybe a little less aggressive because they don't want to put Belgium on the free throw line, and might have got away with a reach-in foul. But good ball movement, ball control is Malovets. Number 88, the youngin, you could say, on this team. And here we see it, Belgium now a little bit more comfortable. Mwema celebrating with the fans, as that's his second made basket of this competition. And only 19 years old. Well, missed on that shot attempt. And in my opinion, not a good foul. Well, he realizes it now, right? As he sort of looks over. He intentionally tried to foul and slow down Belgium, but you have to know, especially as your starting point guard, you know, yeah, he's only 25 years old, but this is already his 4th game in. He's already played 4 games in this window. It's his 5th game, averaging almost a double-double, you could say, 11 points, 7 assists. And you need to, as leader, as a point guard, know the foul count, and you know what, just got to get back, play good defense, because you don't want to put Belgium to the free throw line. And make that 2-2 from the stripe for Lecomte. And that 10-point lead has been cut down to 5 after that Belgium timeout a couple minutes ago. And nice action. And good job coming off the screen is the captain, Krajovic. And another foul by Slovakia. So another trip to the free throw line. This is going to be their 7th and 8th attempt, as Redden Obasohan does actually a really good job getting to the basket. Typically for Belgium, almost 6 free throw attempts a game. Issue is he only averages a little over 60% from the charity stripe. So he gets there, but converts almost less than he does shooting at 2 or 3-point range. Well, he silenced me as he went 2 of 2 from the free throw line there. And it's now 6 points at the line for Belgium, compared to just 2 for Slovakia. And lead still 6 points for Slovakia. They go inside. Not a lot of movement from the outside. Kick it out. They want to go back inside as they think they have the mismatch. And captain's going to make something have to happen. And they go back to the mismatch. I think they were trying to get to that entire possession, and it works because they're going to go to the free throw line, and maybe just a little bit too aggressive there coming from the help side is, I believe it was Kevin Tumba. Slovakia making some substitutions. As the captain going out, Szymon Krajcowicz, excuse me. As Brodzianski's first free throw attempt, no good. His 4 points here today. Well, he's going to stay at 4 points. Obasohan gives it up, as wasn't able to create much off of that first attempt, but here, penetration kick and another 3-point bucket. Well, they started cold. Now they're heating up from 3-point range, as it is a 1-possession game and an offensive foul going to be called against Slovakia. And the foul count right now, well, yeah, I don't know if that was miscommunication with the ball handler or the big man setting the screen, but definitely feet were not set, as ball is back to Belgium. Obasohan, spin move, little hang time on that shot, no good, but the big man there, Tumba, with the offensive rebound and finds his cutting guard. And it is now what was a 10-point game. It is a 1-point game with just under 2 minutes to play in the first. That pick and roll worked good for them early, and a great attempt is converted there for Slovakia. And you know what? That pick and roll has been their bread and butter so far in this game, and no reason to go away from it, in my opinion. Obasohan left open in the corner. Tumba not able to come down with the offensive rebound. They have numbers, as that one is going to be an easy 2-point bucket for Slovakia. So nice little run the last 2 possessions. And this is absolutely how they wanted to come out and play. 24 points for Slovakia in the first quarter, and we still have a minute left to play. Schwartz, nowhere to go, gives it back. And Obasohan, I have no idea how he got through 2 defenders, but he did. Slovakia trying to use a little bit of the shot clock, as that one dribbled off the back of the foot. Almost a turnover. Still time on the shot clock. Ooh, spin move, no good. Belgium now want to slow things down, and they're going to have the last possession, last shot attempt of this quarter. Obasohan, well defended. It is no good. And that is going to be it after 10 minutes. And you couldn't ask really for a better start if you are a Slovakian basketball fan. They are up on the home team, Belgium, 21-24 after 10 minutes of play. And let me tell you, if Slovakia can keep up this kind of scoring, they've got a chance to keep their EuroBasket dreams alive. Foul trouble, definitely a little bit of an issue. So hopefully we'll get to check out some statistics. And there they are. So Belgium started off cold from 3-point range. They were 0 of 4, 0 of 5, I want to say, and then they knocked out 3. Slovakia, the biggest issue for me is fouls, the fouls that they committed. They committed 7 fouls in that quarter, and they sent Belgium to the free throw line 8 times. And it's really where they got their first points and kept themselves in this game until they started to find their shots from the outside. As we get to watch a couple of highlights from the first half. Saw a quick timeout for Belgium, as obviously coach was not too happy with them after Slovakia were up 10 in, well, I would say roughly the first 5 minutes of this game. And Belgium, nice little run out of that timeout. And then Slovakia with some big plays to finish and hold off the quarter with a slight lead, 21-24. And there it is, folks, Courtside 1891 app. Go ahead and pull out your phone and scan that QR code. Watch all the live basketball going on around the world. We are here for the EuroBasket qualifiers. It is window 3, but the Asia Cup qualifiers, the AfroBasket qualifiers, and of course the AmeriCup qualifiers are all happening for the next 5 days as well. How about that little ATO after timeout? And a nice three-point attempt. And I talked about it at the beginning of the game, and I'm sure we're going to talk about this at half, but I'm telling you, 24 points for Slovakia, which is a team that normally averages only 64 points in their last 4 games of these EuroBasket qualifiers. I said it, how are they going to figure out a way to score? Well, they have figured it out, and they are doing it right here early in the game. It was pick and roll actions, and it was their big man finishing down under the basket, and now starting to heat up, hopefully from three-point range. This game could get really interesting. Belgium. And another three-point attempt. I mentioned, I think they were 0 for 4, 0 for 5, and they kind of wanted a streak, hit 3 maybe late in that first, and really helped them get back into the game. Sort of an unforced turnover there by Krajčović. Miscommunication, sorry, on offense. Leads to a turnover, so not a lot of turnovers in this game, as you saw the stat pop up. And Sohan, not sure he came out in that first quarter. And why would he come out when he is the star of this Belgium team? One of the stars for sure, as he's played in all 4 of their previous games, averaging 20 points a game, shooting 48% from the field in general, 39 from three-point range, to go along with just over 4 assists. So obviously number 32, the veteran, the leader, plays professionally in Italy this year. Retin Obasohan coming up big, like you expect him to do every game he plays for Belgium. And that pick and roll, which was butter, is going to be a foul on the ground. And no free throws will be awarded, but out of bounds. And shot fake. Ooh. Definitely got his defender. Krajčović had that pass deflected. Shot clock's at 6. They're gonna have to get something going here, and something going quickly as they set the screen. He gets a shot off, hits the rim, and big time rebound there by Tumba. And how about that? It's gonna be an and 1. Nice heads up play, headman getting down. Here's the rebound. So big rebound, outlets it, 3 passes with only 1 dribble. And an opportunity for a 3-point play. Good heads up awareness there by Belgium. And nice running. There's another free throw attempt for Belgium. It's going to be their 9th attempt of the game. And it is a 1-point game. They have trailed this entire game. And now a possession game with Obasohan going to the bench and getting a much deserved breather, as he already has 9 points. And hook shot middle, no good. And now Belgium, can they get their first lead of the game? And with a thunderous dunk by Kevin Tumba, as Belgium takes the lead. Nice passing, nice cutting. And good heads up play as Slovakia have called a quick timeout. And let's listen in. Well, Belgium had a great reaction to their timeout early in the first. Can Slovakia do the same after head coach Naglic's timeout here? And let's see what they have drawn up out of the timeout. They only scored 3 points, and it was on their first offensive possession of this quarter. And since then, they have not been able to score, and not probably what coach drew up or asked them to do. And now Belgium, I guess you could say, maybe started a little slow. They had shots, they just weren't falling. And patience, well, it's gonna be a long night if Belgium starts shooting the three like they have the last 10 minutes of this game. As 9 points for Delelieu. He's only averaged 7.5 in the previous 2 games he has played, and running in for the offensive rebound gives his team another opportunity is the point guard Mario Ehrling. And a foul, so it's going to be ball on the baseline. And there's that 3-point shot by Delelieu. 2 or 3 from 3-point range, 9 points. He had that and one that gave them the basket to take the lead for the first time in this game in this second quarter. 31-27 now. And things are going a little cold for Slovakia. Oh. And when your shots don't fall, nothing falls. As Mario Ehrling, that might have been the easiest basket you were gonna get all night, and just not able to convert. Tough jump shot, back rim. And Slovakia, I think they gotta go back, in my opinion, to what was working. And it was more the pick and roll, that time pick and pop. Well, I'm gonna be quiet, that's why I'm a commentator and not coaching, as I wanted him to roll, but why not pop when you're one of your leading team scorers throughout these EuroBasket qualifiers? Number 10, Vladimir Brodzinski, excuse me. One-point lead, little shake and bake. And well, that shot by Loic Schwartz, it's nothing but the mesh. Just made one the last possession, make that 2 in a row. It's going to be a timeout called by Belgium, I believe. So nice little 6 points there by their leading scorer. As well, maybe they've adjusted their defense to not allow the roll, but now you got to protect the pick and pop. Let's listen in.
We need to treat him like a four-man. So anything, contact, make a show, guard under. Second screen, rescreen. He space, switch it. And go under, stay. And we lower mismatch down low. We have still fouls to give. Okay? Second screen, switch. Yes, if he take a swipe, we must switch that. Listen, in offense, watch on the zone now. Now this guy is back. If it's man to man, we going with the onside DHO with the friends. DHO. Listen, hey, slip it. Go hand off, screen, pick.
Well, number 10 from Slovakia, Vladimir Brodzianski, 17 points a game in his previous 4 games, 6 rebounds. And you heard Coach say it right there. Coach Dario Jurja say, you know, you got to treat him like a 4-man. So more of a kick, pick and pop, spread the court kind of a big man. And, well, I think they adjusted their defense early because the pick and roll was very effective for Slovakia. And now seems like Coach wants to adjust it a little bit more on the pick and pop as well. So let's see what Belgium can get out of the timeout. 3-point shot. He is enjoying himself, Jean-Marc Mwema. Has started to get hot here in the game. Last few minutes of the first quarter. And just an unforced turnover there. And during that timeout, if you noticed, we saw the bench scoring for these two teams. And I mentioned it before the game. If you were tuned in already, I said, you know, Slovakia, a team that doesn't score a lot, are gonna have to have a contribution, in my opinion, as far as bench scoring go. And, well, we're not seeing it so far. 13 bench points for Belgium compared to only 2 for Slovakia. And that shot no good. Turnover is a little bit of an issue now for Slovakia. And can it be 3 for 3 in this quarter alone? And it is. And I think we're gonna see a Belgium substitution here. And I'm gonna guess that Coach is not too happy maybe with Bako. He has to know that he's defending the man who just knocked down 2 3-pointers. No, sorry, it's Delalieu coming out. You have to know that you are defending a shooting big, and you can't let them easily trail in after half, get their feet set, and knock down a 3. And offensive rebound for Bako. Kicks it out. That shot's no good. It is tied. We got 3.5 minutes left. Ooh. Took his time. Maybe took a little bit too long. And coming up with the offensive rebound is Mokran, though. And, well, too long. I'm not sure if it was a foul or just called out of bounds. No, it's going to be a foul going against Belgium. So, good position for that air ball. Leads to a trip to the free throw line for Slovakia. And they haven't been there much tonight. Belgium have been 9 times to the free throw line compared to just 4 for Slovakia. And 3rd point from the charity stripe. As that second shot well short. So slight 1-point lead. As there you see it, 3 of 6 for Slovakia, 7 of 9 for Belgium. And A foul is called on the drive. So another trip. As well, that's troublesome. Redson Obasohan checking back into the game. Played the entire first quarter, played the first couple minutes of that second quarter, and then he has been on the bench for a little bit of recovery time, I guess you could say. As when he went to the bench, he was their leading scorer with 9 points. And obviously Jean-Marc Mwema, as well as Jonas Denelieu, stepping up. They both have 9 points, but Obasohan back into the game. 9 points, 4 assists, and the best scorer for Slovakia going out for a little break. I can't imagine him staying on the bench too long. Number 10, Vladimir Brodzianski has ball reversal, and that three-point shot, no good, as Bako comes up with the rebound. Vrenz, step back, three-point shot. And, well, I was just about to say, nice pass from the short corner to the free throw line. And it's gonna be a foul. This time, that foul was not too bad. We saw it in the first quarter where they made the same kind of foul, but unfortunately, Slovakia had already committed 14 fouls, and it put Belgium to the free throw line. That one, now both teams are gonna be in the bonus. Oh, goodness me, Obasohan to Ismail Bako. Just throw it up when you got a big man like that, why not? Belgium, three-point lead. We got 2 minutes left. And that pass is going to be a kickball. So shot clock will reset to 14. And, well, Mario Earring was there in the help side. But a man standing 192 going up against a jumping Bako who is 208 centimeters tall. Is going to be difficult, and that pass, no good. We got a 3-on-2. Obasohan gets all the way to the basket, tried to draw the foul, no good. Now we have a 3-on-2 on the other end. If they can find the advantage. And little floater off the mark, and it will be Belgian ball. Belgium now. Mwema, a little bit of a zone here from Slovakia, so they're taking their time, passing the ball around the perimeter. And I think a foul is going to be called, though. Oh, yeah, didn't really move his feet. Kind of tried to hip check him. So another trip to the free throw line in this quarter for Vrenz Leyenberg. One of the younger players, plays in Turkey this year professionally, just 23 years of age. I am sure we are going to see him around a lot playing for Belgium. Wouldn't be surprised if he is on that EuroBasket team. And nice pass inside, but a great recovery and block from behind as Obasohan. Fancy footwork, fancy ball handling, and just throws it up. And the big man doing it on both ends of the court. As comes up with a block defensively, goes down to the other hand, and flushes it home. Here's that block. Great timing. And then there it is. Talk about stuffing the stat sheet. as we have a timeout. Last timeout for Coach Neglic, and let's listen in this half. 55 seconds remaining.
Šimon, ti radi blok za Brodzija i odmah van. Sabo! Sabo, Bobo. Lopta dole. Ako ne može lopta dole, Knet, Šimon, Sabo, pik, roll i korner. Ajmo!
Well, it has been a back and forth game. We have just under a minute remaining, 44-37. They didn't get their first lead of the game until the second quarter. Belgium, since then though, have been finding their rhythm. Slovakia, it's been a good first half if you've watched their other games. And oh no, out of the timeout, it's a turnover. So ball back to Belgium. Just not able to hold on to it. Maybe a little bit of a reach from behind. Got to be more tough going after the ball after a pass. A lot is on the line, but that's going to be an offensive foul. I don't think it was intentional. Sort of an inadvertent, just ran into him. Well, actually pushed off on him, I should say. There's quick substitution happening now. Manu Lecomte checking back into the game. Well, they could try and go for a 2-for-1, meaning shoot early and get the ball back. And it is not going to work out that way, though. 16 seconds on the shot clock, 29 on the game clock. Ball out of bounds, stays Slovakia ball. They really desperately need a score here, in my opinion, going into halftime, even though they are only trailing by a few baskets. And that shot, no good, no surprise. The veteran, Obasohan, he's gonna take his time. Imagine he's gonna receive a screen and attack the basket, or just attack the basket. Little jump shot from the free throw line is good. And what a way to end the first half for Belgium. A big breakout second quarter. Obasohan, the man who can do it all. 11 points for him. Rested for a good 5 minutes, 6 minutes of that second quarter as they take a halftime lead, 46-37. And it was difficult scoring in the second quarter. Slovakia, they had 24 points after the first quarter. I mentioned if they could keep up that kind of a rhythm, this could be a great night for them, but unfortunately only scoring 13 points in the second quarter. As there we see the shooting percentages, 59% compared to 47. Free throws though, 13 attempts, 11 makes for Belgium. Rebounds, they're out rebounded 20-14. Assists more or less equal, steals the same. And there they are, top scorers, Obasohan. 9 when he went to the bench, hit those last 2 points. Little pull-up jump shot. Wema, some big shots as well for him. And top scorers for Slovakia, Vladimir Brodzianski. No surprise, he is the man that you knew that they needed to go to. And I also thought, nice little start by Boris Bojanowski for Slovakia early. He had 4 points really quick, and then they kind of went away from him. Obviously, the captain, the 30-year-old, the veteran, Szymon Krajčovic, he has 6 points to help his team out. And nice little production from the youngin, the 19-year-old Malovec, who has 7 points. But other people are absolutely going to need to step up. We only have one player scoring in double digits, 15 points. That's their go-to man, average 17 a game in these games. And well, I mentioned bench scoring. could be useful as we get to see some highlights from the first half. And no doubt that man was definitely going to be in some of them, doing it on both ends of the court. And that was not the only pick and roll situation with Obasohan where he found Ismail Bako. Here it is. That was the last one on the defensive end. He just came up with a block, so a great performance by him as well. And a lot of these players for Belgium have played many, many games together, growing up in the system together, and that was the last 2 points of the quarter by none other than Hettin Obasohan. Well, it is halftime. We will be back shortly with second half action.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Turkey may not allow that, and Turkey will get the steal. Oh, behind the back pass. How about that?
Kicks it out, Willis. He hasn't made one yet. And that one doesn't go in either. He is a walking highlight reel when it comes to dunks.
Turnover again. Andrew Nashkashvili needs a pass. Puts it into Shengelia for two. The crowd are in it. Timeout Finland. Back-to-back turnovers lead to a 5-point advantage for Georgia.
Now Houston throws the alley, but Guerra! Buenas noches! La Laguna, Tenerife, baby! Well, if you want to go to Tenerife, fly Frank Guerra Airlines. Muchos gracias!
Still plenty of time left though. Avramovic getting himself in a spin at the top.
Passed inside. Oh, that is a poster. That is huge. Comprovenza. That's an angry man throwing it down. Entry pass. Oh, beautiful play. Zugris turns that rim into his own personal jungle gym.
Oh, there's a lane here. Oh, and it's filled beautifully. And Zach carrying on where he left off in the first half.
Uh-oh, look at this. Macondo mashing it home. S'il vous plaît. Look at this. Oh, look at that hunger. Inbounds pass. Oh, unbelievable. The three-pointer. Can you believe it? Inbounds the ball off the back of the defender. Look at this. Oh, my. Yilmaz is never going to live that down. And basketball fans, I'll say it. Well, no, got it up. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Did it count? Are we going to double overtime? I can't believe it. I think that's good.
players will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Oh, welcome back, basketball fans. A couple highlights here from the top scorers of both teams. First up, Vladimir Brodzianski, 15 points, 3 of 4. Went on a little bit of a three-point shooting spree there in the second quarter. I'm pretty sure he was 3 of 3 in almost, I want to say, consecutive possessions. And a big reason why his team is only trailing by as little as they are, but other people are going to have to step up and score. Scoring has been an issue for Slovakia. Who else is going to be able to do it? And no surprise, Retino Basohan, 11 points, 4 of 10, to go along with 4 passes, 4 assists for him already in this game. And that was the last 2 points of the quarter. There you see it, little shake and bake, as they took a 46-37 lead at halftime. And if you were just tuning in, well, there's no better way to say it. Slovakia needs to win this game, and they need to win it big. They have to win by 15 to keep their EuroBasket hopes alive. Belgium, with a win, obviously they would have booked their ticket to this summer's EuroBasket. Or if they lose between 1 and 14, they will still be going as well. And you have to think heartbreak for Slovakia, especially after what happened in their November window number 2 against Spain. You wonder if that costly turnover tied the game. Second overtime, Spain able to pull away and comes up with a win. I mean, they were Slovakia playing at home, up 3, ball on the baseline, other end of the court, other end of your basket, and you turn it over with .4. Spain come up with a steal, knock down the 3, and then you lose in double overtime. Well, had the basketball gods voted differently, Slovakia may be in a very different situation than they are in right now. And, you know, we know that they lost to Belgium almost a year ago to the day, 60-75. That was last February, 2024. And they also, they're 0-4, so they lost to Belgium once. They lost to Latvia, 64-52. And 2 losses to Spain in the first 2 windows. Obviously that double overtime heartbreaker, 76-72. And then they lost the second game in that window, it was also in November, 84-71. Spain was playing at home that game. They will play Latvia on Sunday. And Belgium, on the other hand, 2-2 in Group C. As, well, they have 2 losses to Latvia with a combined score of 5. So they lost 75-72, and then they lost 85-83. So really gave Latvia, who had already qualified for this because they are co-hosting the EuroBasket this summer, but they are 4-0. They are number 1 in the pool, and they beat Slovakia a year ago, like I said. They also beat Spain. Not a high-scoring game, 58-53, and they will play Spain to close out this window. So they could possibly finish 2nd or 3rd in the standings, especially with the way that this game is going right now.
Amazing prizes.
As both teams now back from the locker room, getting some shots up. As we still have a few minutes left until the teams will go to the benches and get some advice for the second half. As well, we talked about it. I thought he had 4 assists, excuse me, 11 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds for Obasohan. Yeah, nice game for him already, but one of those who you expect to always put up big numbers, averaged 20 points a game in his previous games for Belgium in this year's qualifying windows. He played in all 4 of the previous games, and I think every time I've watched Belgium, to be honest, I see Obasohan representing them. Belgium finished 14th at the 2022 EuroBasket. They missed out on the one prior to that, and they had a nice little run of about 4 or 5 in a row. It was 2017, 15, 13, 11, and so on. Slovakia have never played. Do they have what it takes? They've got 20 minutes left. Let's see what coach says. And go ahead and download that QR code as well. That's the EuroBasket Qualifiers app. And you can follow all of these games that will be happening today and throughout the next couple days here in Europe, as long with all the other qualifiers, Continental Cups that are happening. African teams are playing, the Americas teams are playing, the Asia teams are playing. It is going to be a big 5 days for basketball fans. Some games also, a lot of games happening today. And some very interesting results as well in that last game in window 3 for many groups. As we have second half action underway here, it is Belgian ball. They're leading Slovakia 46-37. And if you're just tuning in, Slovakia, they desperately need a win to keep their hopes alive, but they desperately need a big win. And well, Manu Lecomte says, not if I have anything to do with it, as he knocks down first shot, 3-point basket of the half, second half for Belgium. And miscommunication on that pass. It's a turnover. He's running, he's dunking, and a quick 5 points for Belgium as Van Wen easy 2-point bucket, turned it over on the last possession. Can they get something going on this possession? And it's a 3-point shot, front rim, and good offensive rebound. Almost thought the ball was stuck for a second. Well, top scorer of the game, not just for Slovakia, getting fouled. He has 15 points. The way things are going, you're almost going to need him to score about 40 points this game, maybe 50, to give his team a chance. They need to win by 15. It's a tall order. As pick and roll was bread and butter. And to begin the game, that 3-point shot, no good, and it went out of bounds. So it's going to be Belgian ball. Malovic, nice little game by the 19-year-old. Going through the younger systems in Serbia. Has played in all 4 of the previous games. Oh, it's an and-one, folks. Backo with the dunk. And he is going to be on the highlight reel for this game, as he has had a big performance on both ends of the court. And Latvia and Spain played earlier than we did. From Group C, Latvia, they are now standing atop 5-0. Spain loses to them 83-66. And desperately needed first bucket of the game, of the half, Malovic. Well, everything going their way, especially offensively for Belgium. I would say since around the mid mark of the second quarter. And why not 3 of 4 in the first half? Make that 4 of 5 now from 3. 18 points, there it is. Mentioned it, he's gonna have a 40, 45 point night, or he's gonna need some big time contributions from his teammates. A little hang time, Glass, no good. Almost comes up with his own rebound, I think. Van Ween, not able to hold on to it though, as it goes off him, so ball will be back for Slovakia. Last possession. 3-point shot by the hot hands. Oh. We saw it in the first half, easy missed layups. Probably won't get much easier than that, and how desperately you need points. We've been saying Oba Sohan to Backo all game long that time. I don't know if it was miscommunication. Backo says, no. He looked at his point guard and he says, no, that was my bad. I should have caught that pass. And 3-point shot off the bucket. They don't have to just settle for 3-point shots. I think they need to stay aggressive, try and get to the free throw line unless you are open and a 3-point shooter. And that's gonna be a trip to the free throw line. And I mentioned it offensively, things the last, I don't know, 12 minutes have been going Belgium's way. Shot the ball not so great in the first. And started to find their rhythm late. Not late, into that second quarter. I think they were 0-3, 0-4 from 3-point attempts to start the game. Shot a lot from outside. It just wasn't going in, and then they were a little bit more aggressive, got to the free throw line, and since that moment, it's as though the rim became bigger, and the ball started to go in. Some big shots by Lecomte, Mwema, and also attacking the rim a little bit more aggressively. So easy baskets for Belgium, as well, another foul going to be called against Belgium. Things have just got more and more difficult for Slovakia. Oh, Jean-Marc Mwema is going to go to the bench with 3 fouls. Picked up his third with 6 minutes left in the third quarter. And a player who plays big minutes for his team. So not surprised they're going to take him out. Don't want to have him pick up. Oh, what a block. Bako, second big time block of the game. I thought Malovitz had all the time in the world, but the reach by Ismail Bako. Well, they say his height is 208. I'm gonna imagine his wingspan is a little bit longer than that. Zabo into the game for Slovakia. Trying to bring some energy, bench scoring for the Slovakian team. Bako wanted to go baseline, couldn't. Ooh, might have got away with a little bit of a travel. Doesn't matter, Slovakia come up with the ball, so that's a turnover. Open in the corner, took his time, set his feet, and they desperately needed that. Malovitz, that's what you gotta love to see. Just a teenager, his last three-point shot attempt was blocked, zero hesitation, but how about the response by Oba Sohan? When you need a bucket, get the ball into the hands of Oba Sohan. He will make something happen either for himself or for his teammates. Wraparound pass is well defended, and I'm just gonna say, watch out, as the ball was kicked. So it is gonna stay Belgian ball this side of the court. Some substitutions here. Lecomte gets all the way to the basket, no help side comes. And an easy two-point basket for him. He represented Belgium twice in these windows before. 13.5 points. Actually shot 71% in those other two games for Belgium. Going into this was one of the top three-point shooters. He's having a great season this year professionally as well. And, well, a little bit of a mismatch, as not sure if that foul went on Oba Sohan or no, sorry, it was Loic Schwartz coming across and picking up the foul on the help side. Well, 62-47. They have to win by 15. It does not look like that is going to happen, but we have seen crazier things, especially during these windows. And as someone is catching fire, 11 points at half. He already has 19 now. And that three-point attempt, no good. Belgium, no rush really either. They want to use as much as the clock as they can, while still getting good shot attempts though. A little shake and bake. Penetration, good defense though. We got 4 seconds, 3. Oh, Bako does it again. And that's at least his third or fourth pick and roll dunk in this game, as there is a Slovakian timeout. And let's try and listen in.
izaći umjesto Šimona. Okay? Máme ešte jedan faul. U napadu treba nam normalni dlhi utok. Idemo 5 odigrati. 5. Pomali, pas, nazad, pick and roll, short roll, alebo roll, dobri spacing. Moramo dostati se do utoka. Okay? 5 side.
Well, we're back after the timeout. 3 minutes, 27 seconds. They are trailing by 20. The hopes dwindling. Still got 13 and a half minutes left in this game. And I can't imagine Slovakia ever giving up, hanging up, what would you say, their uniforms, because every time you have an opportunity to represent your country and play this wonderful sport we call basketball, you're going to give it everything you can. And that one, miscommunication, good defense, comes up with a steal is Belgium. And why not set a screen with Bako, as he has been almost unstoppable. Well, he misses there. Go inside to the hot hand, kicks it. It was a good shot. Maybe need to attack the closeout a little bit more. I know 3 points is worth more than a layup. When your 3-point shots aren't falling consistently, I mean, they are shooting 41% from 3. That's a very good percentage, especially for Slovakia. I talked about it quickly. They averaged 64 points heading into this game in their 4 previous games, compared to 72 points, for Belgium. And you knew it was going to be tricky given the point spread and what they needed to win by. And turnover is becoming a little bit of an issue. It's a 10th team turnover. They've only gone to the free throw line 8 times. They're 4 of 8 compared to 13 of 16. And Belgium, for a team that started off cold from the 3-point range, they are at 8 and 19, 42%. They are feeling it playing at home. And Slovakia, again, trailing by 20. And ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay Slovakia ball in their front court. And, well, guess you could say good help on the roll. It's another turnover, an easy 2-point bucket for Manu Lecomte. And another turnover, 2 turnovers in a row is not what Slovakia needs. Well, not a turnover because it was a jump ball, so it stays Slovakia ball. They got a minute in this third quarter. Can they get things going heading into the fourth? I would say they desperately need a bucket or 2 to end the third to feel good heading into the fourth, or at least a couple stops heading into the fourth. As Belgium now, rightly so, using as much shot clock as they can. Lecomte's jumper, front rim. So Belgium will probably get the ball back, but Slovakia will have one last shot attempt in this quarter. They get it to 88. And why not swing the ball? And good three-point shot. Krajčović, no good. And Slovakia have a foul to give, so that was a smart foul. As 6 seconds in this quarter. And got to get a shot up quickly. They do, but it is no good. So we are heading to the benches, and fourth quarter coming up. Things getting difficult for Slovakia as, well, they had a good first half, first quarter. Second quarter was okay, but now they're trailing 69-47, and it is becoming complicated for them. Well, some highlights from the third quarter. And highlight reel is that man right there, number 19, Ismail Bako. I mean, I can talk about Retino Basohan all night long, but what a game. Bako, number 19, 12 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds, and 2 blocks. But trust me, he has adjusted, well, you saw the one right there, he has adjusted many more shot attempts of the Slovakian players in this game. And his pick and roll efficiency is high tonight. And well, I mentioned it, turnovers a little bit of an issue for Slovakia, and it's just got to be their quarter efficiency. What a great first quarter for Slovakia. As check out the Courtside 1891 app. Go ahead, pull out your phone and scan that QR code and get all of this window's games, highlights, news, statistics, players, information, and follow live, real-time basketball, because it's not just the EuroBasket qualifiers, it's the Asia Cup qualifiers, it's the Afro Cup qualifiers, the AmeriCup qualifiers, and watch a lot of basketball in the next 5 days. 69-47, 10 minutes left to play here in Belgium. As they go inside, and Tumba quickly fouled. So quick for first foul, team foul for Slovakia. And well, Belgium might be popping some of that French champagne at the end of this game, knowing that they are heading back to another EuroBasket and 14th place finish in the 2022 edition. Oh, nice ball movement and passing by Slovakia that leads to an open and easy basket underneath the rim. As you see who's on the court for Belgium: Lecomte, Schwartz, Deledieu, Tumba. And that three-point shot, no good. The tip by the big man down under, Kevin Tumba. Easy two-point bucket for him. And it's gonna be a Belgium foul. Well, got some spectacular blocks and fast breaks, and that one no good. Check out this block though. Great timing, stood his ground, and oh, block, last time down, steal this time, and the flush by Kevin Tumba. I think he got a little bit of inspiration from Ismail Bako, and so his performances defensively and offensively. And inbounds pass. Schwartz looks at Oba Sohan, says, not your fault, it was a good pass. And another foul. Oh, easy call by the referee. At first I thought maybe he got ball. And with that replay, definitely reached in, hit his arm, possibly his leg. And this time, I think the referees want to talk with each other. Either way, it looks like Coach Dario Georgia says, you know what, I might. Yes, he is. He's going to use his coaching challenge. And you get one a game. And here we go. Let's listen in because we'll get to listen to the referees.
Est-ce que vous avez la même caméra encore une fois, s'il vous plaît? Non, l'autre caméra, on voyait bien sur l'autre caméra. Ralenti, ralenti, ralenti. Est-ce que vous pouvez revenir en arrière, image par image? Voilà, parfait, parfait. Encore, encore, encore. Chose s'il vous plaît, mais sans changer la caméra au moment où... On peut revenir en arrière. Stop, stop. Encore une image ou deux. Encore, encore, encore.
Go, go now. Now go. Blue, go, go, go. Go, white.
Blue ball, okay. White touch the last.
Well, there was the coaching challenge, and it is staying Slovakia ball. Keep in mind, too, if the referees can't, I think, with the video review, 100% sure, they can't change their call. You know, they'll stick with the original call by the referee. So, Slovakia, no good there. And, oh, another block. And another easy missed opportunity, though, for Slovakia. So 73-49 after 10 minutes, even after 20, you thought they had a chance, but scoring quarter by quarter has become more and more difficult for Slovakia. Oba Sohan off at the rebound, puts his shot from the free throw line, it's good. And, 24 points in the first quarter. They have 49 now. They only average 64 a game. They are actually last in this competition as far as points per game goes, Slovakia. And that shot, no good. Obusohan, no. I think it was a foul on the floor, but had that gone in and counted. This fancy dribbling and fancy footwork. Oh yeah, definitely a foul before the shot was attempted. So ball out on the sideline. And some smiles from that Belgium bench, the Belgium fans here in Charleroi, France, excuse me, Belgium. And well, how about that shot fake? Delalieu, he had three made three-pointers. It's hard to say, 3 made three-pointers in the first. They didn't need him to score a lot in that third quarter. And well, Belgium, they're ranked 40th in the world compared to 60th in the world for Slovakia. And another timeout for Slovakia. You kind of think that 14th place finish back in 2022, Belgium have to be maybe thinking a little bit bigger than a 14th place finish. I know EuroBasket is one of the most competitive continental games going on. Tournaments, I should say, if you compare them to some of the others around the world. But the way this Belgium team has all contributed defensively, offensively, yeah, of course they rely on Obusohan to score more, but you have a Manu Lecomte who at any given point can start to go off. Mwema, when his number is called, can knock down points for you. The last man to hit a three, Jonas Delalieu, 3 of 5 from three-point range. He has 12 points. And the likes of Ismail Bako, well, if he can continue to pick and roll like he has in this game, they really have to be a team who you imagine maybe being in the right group during the group phase, and with a little bit of magic, they can maybe make a deep run at the EuroBasket. Delalieu can shoot from outside, but he can also do it inside. Little baseline spin move, one-handed shot. And Earring, baseline penetration. No one moving around the penetration though, as just a reach-in foul is going to be called. And another missed opportunity. Not sure if they wanted a goaltending or a foul. Zabo was open after that pick and roll. And now, again, we've seen Belgium take a lot of time off of their possessions offensively, knowing that really the clock is in their favor as well. They want to get good shots. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to be early in the possession. And Tumba, another reach-in foul. It's going to be called against him. And well, here we'll have a better look. Was it a block? Or just a missed dunk? Not quite sure. Highlight was a little bit too fast as Malovitz goes to the free throw line. And not a lot of free throw attempts for Slovakia. It's only their 9th attempt First time at the line for number 88, Timotej Marovic. As he's had a nice little game, 16 points for them. Average 7 points, 5.8 rebounds in the 4 previous games he played for them in these EuroBasket qualifiers. They go inside to Tumba. Back out, Obasohan. Oh, that one well off the mark. And it's gonna be a shot clock violation. Schwartz, smart play. Unfortunately, it was after the shot clock.
Welcome back on court.
80-53, 4.5 minutes here to play in Belgium. And another turnover. Schwartz out to the races. Oh, missed highlight opportunity there for Loic Schwartz. And shot no good, but offensive rebound. A little putback there for Szabo. And 80-55, time is running out when you consider they have to win and win by more than 14. And now it's just playing with pride. They're gonna have another game in a couple days. They're gonna go up against Latvia, the #1 team in this group, who had another win over Spain earlier today. So they are now 5-0. Miscommunication there, turnover, rare turnover. Oh, Obasohan sacrificing the body to come up with a steal, no good. Missed shot, ball gets kicked back out, and that three-point shot is good by Mario Earring. Ball inside, easy post move by Derrida. Getting an opportunity to play here in the fourth. Obviously Belgium able to go to their bench now. A little bit more than they maybe did in the first half. As well, that man right there, Retin Obasohan, with the standing ovation and hugs from his teammates, because they've done exactly what they needed to do to keep their summer basketball dreams alive. As no good at the free throw line. So Belgium now also in the game for the first time, number 39, Jovan Bugurut. And that's gonna be a foul on the floor. Slovakia making some substitutions. But it was a foul on the floor, baseline out of bounds. And another three-point basket. It's been raining down for Belgium these last, I would say, 37 minutes. First few minutes of the game, they were short on a lot of their outside shot attempts. Since then, not a lot has been missing as that pass picked off. And why not? Why not? If you were Belgium and the way you were shooting the ball, 42% from three-point range. More or less everyone contributing from the three-point shot. 6 players with a made three-point basket. One made three-point basket at least for Belgium. And oh, well, do it the old school way is Delelieu. Says, you know, I don't need to shoot a three. I can just run the court hard, finish a layup, and get fouled for an opportunity of a three-point play. And what a game by that man as well. Jonas Delelieu, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And well, when it gets difficult for everyone, as we see some substitutions as well for Slovakia, as I think we can admit their hopes of playing in their first ever EuroBasket are not going to happen this time round. They're really going to have to rebuild, work on some younger talent. It's a foul, going to go to the free throw line. 91-59. And again, scoring woes really for Slovakia. I got excited after that first quarter. 24 points in a quarter for Slovakia. It's exactly what they needed to do. Unfortunately, just not able to keep up that tempo of scoring. No good. Missed box out. So playing till the end. We still got a little over a minute here. Spin move. Easy layup. Oh, how many times have I said an easy layup for the Slovakian team and they missed? That time they come up with a rebound though. And that shot by Robert Rojanek. Getting a little playing time in this fourth quarter for Slovakia. Belgium just throw the ball up in the air as they have a height advantage underneath, and an easy 2-point bucket. Well, ended up being a blowout, but if you watch the halftime, it's not at all the way the game was going. And Belgium just too strong for Slovakia tonight, as they will have one last shot attempt. They don't need to shoot, but they're going to. And I can't imagine Slovakia needing or wanting to get a shot up. So that is going to be it, as a lot of respect for those two coaches, Aramis Naglic and Dario Đurđa, hugging it out, as well as the players, as well, shaking heads. You understand the disappointment. Belgium beating Slovakia 93-63. And it was a lot closer to that, but Belgium just exploding in that second half. No holding back, as Slovakia, they're gonna have another game coming up in a couple days. So will Belgium. And we're gonna have to look at the standings, but I think that game against Spain could decide who finishes second or third. And some big, big time performances and some highlight reels by these Belgian players. I'm a big fan of Ismail Bako. Seen him play before, commentated their games before, and I was impressed, but this time out, his pick and roll game was on point, especially the connection he has with his teammate, Retanova Sohan. As I mentioned it, they are gonna be celebrating tonight at Charleroi, Belgium. Slovakia giving thanks to their fans who made it out. And they stood the entire game, and they were trying to cheer on and be that sixth man that Slovakia desperately needed. But in almost a sold-out gym here in Belgium, Belgium just too strong, as you see the shooting statistics. 64% overall, 41 from three-point range, compared to 41 and 38. Slovakia struggled a little bit with turnovers in that second half. 39 rebounds, 27 Assists 26 to 18, steals 11 to 6. And there it is. Obasohan, 21 points. Delelu, 17. And they're cheering. They know what they just accomplished. And they are going to be heading to this summer's FIBA EuroBasket competition. Yes, hopefully we'll get some highlights from that second half, because there were some big time shots, big time moves, some blocks, especially by Belgium, who were just too strong, too hot from the field for Slovakia in the second half. Here are those highlights coming up for you. And I talked about the performance of Bako, but Tumba coming in, some big performances by him. Block, steal, throw down, dunk on the other end. He was doing a little bit of everything. There's his one block. You didn't see the offensive action. I think he got that block. Oh no, that was after the steal, sorry. So just contributing any way your team needs is what a lot of these players did tonight for Belgium. And that's why we see them comfortably book their ticket to the EuroBasket, FIBA EuroBasket, starting at the end of the summer. But these windows are not over, and it is not sure who has qualified or not qualified yet for the FIBA EuroBasket competition. So we're gonna have to go down to the last game, game day 6, for a lot of these other groups. And it will definitely be interesting. Still getting to enjoy some of the highlights, and obviously the respect by both coaches. And well, there it is, Group C, Latvia with a win tonight, earlier tonight over Spain. They are 5-0. They had already qualified, but they would definitely have qualified. They are putting a stamp on their qualification. Belgium, they're 3-2, and Spain 2-3. Belgium and Spain playing each other. And Slovakia and Latvia will be playing each other on game day 6 of Group C. And well, road to the basket, those have qualified already. So when I say there's a lot of tickets coming up on that last game day 6, I was not lying. Look at that. So Spain, Belgium, Latvia, because they're hosting from Group C, have qualified and are heading to this year's FIBA EuroBasket competition. From the Charleroi Dome here in Belgium, I hope you enjoyed tonight's excitement, especially that second half. If you are a Belgian basketball fan and you get to celebrate your team heading to another EuroBasket. Slovakia, they did everything they could. They just couldn't put 40-minute game together, especially offensively. But this is what European basketball is about, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of the games coming up these next few days. Good night.